We are live. Woo-hoo.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Actually, I need to switch this. But you should be able to. There's nobody on right now.
No,
But hello, peoples.
Thanks.
Peoplei.
Coming to hang out with us
Peoplei.
on this week 12 of our live Q&A.
I know, right? Isn't this crazy?
12 weeks of this.
12 weeks of this.
I didn't think we'd last 4 weeks, let
We might
alone
make
12.
this a thing. No, well, we will make this a thing. This is a thing already. We're on week 12. I don't know what am I even saying.
Ooh, one person.
Two
Two
people.
people. Hello,
Hi,
people.
I don't have the chat up yet.
We're getting there.
I'm getting there.
We're learning.
We are, yes. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Nicole.
Hey, Nicole. Thanks for stopping by and join us outside today.
In the rain.
In the rain.
In
It's
the
pouring down rain behind us right now. I'm actually sitting in a puddle of water right now.
He, legit just sat in a puddle of water.
Lexi. Yes, I definitely knew it and still somehow sat in this puddle of water. It's great.
Hey, Melissa.
Hello, hello.
Melissa, did you get your ears?
You know, I doubted this whole runner's sweatband thing last week, and this was definitely a good idea.
Couldn't find the waving hand. I'm almost there. I'm trying to put this on our homepage so people can find us.
I see. How was everybody this week? At home?
Staying dry, hopefully.
You washing your hands?
Oh, good. I'm glad you did, Melissa. I went to World of Disney on Friday, and I tried to find those new Pride ears. They're not selling them until next week, so...
What are we drinking? Well,
yeah.
first off, like Lexi says, we are at Universal.
We're now pass holders.
Yes.
We bought a pass. It has happened.
At a whim, we were like, you know what? We need new food to review. So why not? We were already doing CityWalk. Why not just do Universal?
Plus, we've been talking about it since...
last fall.
Yeah, so...
So we just went and did it.
Plus, they're open before Disney.
So yes, what is it? Jack? And Coke?
Yeah, Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke. A double because,
Okay, now I can pull up chat on here.
They are pre-ordered and delivered soon, I hope.
Oh,
Hopefully.
yay. We'll see if they still have them on the European website. They should. From what I saw, they were still on the UK website as well, but just not in the stores yet.
It has been a complete ears fail.
It has. Ooh, the Foolish Morgans.
Hey, Morgans.
Won't be commenting because they're on their TV. Show the comments. Okay. Well, we love you guys. We miss you guys.
We miss you guys. We'll see you soon, hopefully.
Much.
Plans soon.
So yeah, we've been here at Universal. It's we've been constantly comparing things to Disney.
We kind of came in blind, so we can have
Completely blind.
that first trip since I haven't been here in almost 12 years, and you've been here since
Since I was I think like 15 years.
so
Like
a long time. Long time.
Jared's on. Oh my gosh, that's so great. Hey, Jared. Yes, we miss you too. We might actually enjoy doing some monstery things at Universal.
Yes. And Princess has been decked out in monster
I have
clothes
been
today.
enjoying the change of scenery. I can't do ears, so we are at Universal Studios.
This is one of their rest spots. So they have areas specifically designated to sit and relax, take off your mask. So
it's really needed because there's not a lot of areas, and the rules here is, unlike Disney Springs where you can just walk around with a drink in your mask, here it's you have to be seated to take off your mask. So if you order a drink or a snack or something, you have to stop somewhere.
You're gonna be stationary.
Yeah, you cannot walk with your mask off. They will
say something to you.
to
There's
you.
a lot of people around here.
Oh man, I'm
thank
so glad
you.
you got to stop by, and thank you.
We appreciate your support.
We will pass that on to employees and share the love and support.
Yeah, they
as
have all
we
been
can.
really nice for the most part. We had a couple of parking issues, but most of the employees in the park have been super nice. Happy to be here. It's been a good time so far.
It has. It's been super great. We appreciate you, Brian. You're always coming out here, always giving us stuff on Super Chat.
Being
so
supportive.
Awesome. Yeah,
we appreciate
we
that.
really appreciate you a lot.
So yeah, we got our masks and then hand sanitizer.
Hand
because
sanitizer.
We haven't really needed this because they literally have hand sanitizer everywhere.
Yes, they
I think
do.
The one issue we've had is that when you get on the ride, they make you hand sanitize.
Yeah, so they're squeeging you, and then when you get off the ride, which is when I feel like you need hand sanitizer
You gotta go
the
find it.
most. Yeah, you gotta go look for it. I haven't been to Universal in 30 years. It's changed.
It's different. I came in, Nick, and I was lost. It's only been 12 for me. I didn't know which way to go, where anything was. It's been a lot of like, it's very
Figuring
hard to
stuff out.
figure a way around a new park where you don't know what you're doing. Even the app is not. It's not that
Not intuitive.
at all. It's just kind of all over the place.
Bear, we watched the Beverly Challenge, and in the video you said it was the second worst thing you did. The worst thing, biking to a gas station naked. Elaborate.
I was unemployed at the time, okay? And they offered me $15 in gas money, which is for my motorcycle. That's all I had. And that was 2 tanks of gas. So I got to keep on my helmet and my shoes. But yes, I did ride to a gas station naked, but that was a long time ago.
Steven's calling you out for wearing Star Wars shirt at Universal.
Never a wrong time for Star Wars. I will not apologize.
I have to say that having walked around here, majority of the IPs are not Universal IPs, and since Disney purchased Fox, I mean, it's pretty much half Disney Park anyway. There's some Star Trek here stuff though.
They just replaced the DeLorean time machine right before the lockdown. The original display, car frame, and ride it through. That's why it looks so new. We're actually not sitting too far away from it.
It's like right across from where we are. There's also the train from the third movie.
Yeah, we're right behind it. This whole rest area is right behind that.
What was cool is that Doc was up there yesterday, and he actually like came down and talked to people because he had like a full-on face shield, which was cool.
Yeah.
But,
he had a little pretend wand he was trolling people with.
He was trying to be all Harry Potter, which is cool.
And we did actually wander over into Diagon Valley today and yesterday.
Yeah, so we'll have some future Universal videos for you guys to check out, especially since Disney's closed right now and we just got passes. We'll be here discovering things.
Yes. We'll mix them up as Disney reopens, but this is a whole new avenue of like different food that we can review.
Yeah.
It's a little rainy today. It actually rained harder yesterday, just not as long.
It's true.
Today it's been raining basically since we got here.
Alexis, the butterbeer is... now, let me tell you something about the butterbeer.
Uh-oh.
Just like the Coca-Cola factory that we went to at Disney Springs, J.K. Rowling is very specific about what can be served and how it can be served in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So the butterbeer itself is actually vegan, but there's a foam that they put on it that is not... that is a dairy foam. And because of the rules, you cannot modify any of the drinks in Harry Potter. So even though it is majority of vegan drink,
they won't take it
we
off.
will not be able to try the butter.
And it's not even like dairy. It's just like milk whey in it.
Yeah,
it's just milk fat
it's
in
just
it.
And you can't even get like the butterbeer and then a cup of the foam. So
you have to get it out.
They have to have it, as served. So
I might try it eventually with some magic pills, but probably not this weekend.
Yeah.
We're gonna devote like a whole day to Harry Potter.
Eventually we'll get there. Right now we're just trying to rediscover Universal. I actually was a Universal Studios Hollywood annual pass holder for several years. I'm extremely familiar with the Hollywood experience, which is totally different than Orlando. So I did find myself comparing things to Universal Hollywood.
I've usually only come here for Halloween Horror Nights. That's mostly been at Universal, so Islands of Adventure is pretty foreign to me as far as like the setup. I've been there a couple times, but like that was like years and years ago. Completely lost. Had no idea where anything is. And
yeah, Melissa, it is complete madness. I cannot believe that you cannot modify drinks. Like, what about those poor people with dairy allergies?
Like myself.
They can't, or vegans, you can't make it all inclusive. It's really annoying.
But it's definitely been fun so far. It's been different.
It's been a different, fun experience. It's not Disney level fun.
I have learned that next time I come here, I have to bring a much smaller bag. The bag rules in Universal rides is crazy.
Jared, you were there opening day? That is super freaking cool.
Wow. No, they have not made any announcements about Halloween Horror Nights yet. It's still...
There's some speculation that it might not happen, but everything that I've seen and heard and perks from our passes and everything is making it seem like it's still on. I don't know how they're going to do that, but
I think
I'm
it's
sure
still
that
a wait and
could.
see.
I mean, the ride experience, I feel here, they're doing a good job with all that hand sanitize these stuff. My only
There's a
issue
couple
is
issues.
they do social distancing in the ride vehicles, which is cool, but every single ride vehicle, they put you in the same social distancing rows. So it's like first row, skip, middle row, skip, back row, or whatever. And it's just the same row of people each time, and they don't clean each car after each ride. So I'm still sitting there like, I'm not touching anything. I just hand sanitize, but I don't want to touch.
Exits are pain
Nothing.
points too, because like people are default theme park mode. When they get off a ride, everybody leaves. They don't care how close they are. They just walk right by you.
Especially if you have 3D glasses and you gotta like throw them in one of those bins.
Yeah,
there's no social distancing.
It's no different than it was before all this. That part's a little bit weird.
I do wish that they would clean their ride vehicles after every use, though. I think that they do everything else, the tables, the chairs. Like,
We watched
everything. It's been
yesterday over the course of 30 minutes. There's like a Chief Wiggum statue.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
he must have cleaned that
Simpson.
thing like 15 times.
Yeah,
in
we
30
saw a
minutes.
dude come like clean it, and then like one person came and tried to pretend to bite one of the donuts, and then another kid was just like banging his hands on it, and then the guy had to come back and clean it again. It was awful.
No, it is not busy here today. It was busier yesterday.
Yeah.
Today, I don't know if it's the rain or just that everybody saw the crowds on TV yesterday. It is. We walked right in this morning with no line. There hasn't been any line for anything we've seen today over 30 minutes. We've been able to get virtual line queues for basically anything you wanted.
We actually did get, yesterday we got to ride pretty much everything. Unfortunately, Bear does not fit in any of the Harry Potter rides.
Except for Flight of the Hippogriff.
Flight of the Hippogriff.
So Universal
Yeah.
has now shunned me into weight loss. So
Luckily we were with some other friends, so I still got to ride it, but I feel bad for Bear. He doesn't get to experience Harry Potter.
I fit on the Mummy though. Is that
Yeah. Well, wasn't that the one they were like squeezing you hard? There was one where you got on and they were like, you had to basically suck it in.
the Mummy?
Yeah.
Wasn't so
Mummy.
bad.
Summer travel season will be slow this year. I think so too, especially because the mask thing is you really have to acclimate to it. It's hard.
They're doing
really
a lot
hard.
to try to get people back. You're getting free premier parking now for pass holders.
Yes, we
You
got
get
3 months
yeah,
free.
3 months free. There's also they're really trying to get people to come back, but I'm thinking it's gonna
It's gonna
the
be
hardcore people are definitely out here, but most
Yeah.
people seem like they're gonna wait. And the thing is, like, especially those people with kids, like
Oh,
I
kids
have
are
seen
touching
like
everything.
kids like running their hands over the moving walkway handrails, running around touching everything, putting their hands in their mouths.
Yeah, we actually haven't gone on the Hogwarts Express yet. That's the one thing that's had the longest line. It's never been less than 30 minutes since we've been here.
Yeah.
So we have yet to go on that. We were thinking about doing that after this live stream, but it really depends.
On the time, because it was like
Time.
when we looked last, it was like a 35-minute wait, and we have a food reservation today.
Yeah, and we walked past it earlier today, and it was already an hour wait at like
Yeah.
9 o'clock. So I don't know why they do that. Could you find out for me if they have anything for disabilities? From what I saw, it costs extra. What? Really?
We'll ask somebody.
We've had some very rude employee interactions.
A couple.
Well, you ask them questions and they're kind of, they expect you to already know everything.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I guess
we'll
we're
definitely
pass
ask that.
holders now. Like we didn't even, the last place we didn't even tell them we were pass holders, but like we tried to ask a question. They looked at us like we were like speaking a foreign language.
Yeah, I was like, what are your specialty drinks? They were like, I don't know.
We have beer.
Whatever's on the menu.
You wanna go,
Doesn't-
which one of these is like Harry
What's
Potter
special?
themed?
Yeah.
We have Strongbow. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Not very
Whatever.
helpful.
Yeah, it was, and there's a lot of stands that are not open right now too, probably because it's limited capacity for Universal.
And a lot of the restaurants aren't open either. So.
Yeah, it's very like limited on everything.
But
And I think it fits.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing a good
Not
job.
too busy.
We ate inside a restaurant this morning, and it was very clean. They cleaned every table.
Yeah.
It was definitely space. They put down like reservation.
Yeah, reserved on
Like little placards.
every other table had a little reserved
They don't
placard.
remove tables. They just have them reserved so you can't sit there.
But again, it's the same tables that everybody's sharing, and nobody's like on the reserved tables. So unless they wipe every table down, which they have
Yeah,
been,
I've seen that.
yeah, it's still coronavirus, which is
been real.
it's been fun like, especially yesterday, anytime we touched anything, I was like, coronavirus. Because, like,
Cardi B, I swear.
you see people touching stuff and you're like, what? No.
Just sanitize.
Yes.
Always sanitize.
You haven't even touched anything yet. Why are we sanitizing?
I touched my headband. It's enough. There's just my hands were so dry yesterday.
I know,
like
me too.
They weren't even my hands anymore.
We've sanitized so much.
Every ride, every restaurant, leaving every restaurant. I really, really dry hands. For those of you who have sensitive skin like myself, you might want to bring some lotion.
Bring some hand sanitizer with aloe in it. Some of the ride places had that, but not all of them did, and it really made a difference, especially when you have to hand sanitize this much.
And all the water fountains are still on.
Yeah, that's weird. And the bathrooms, I had to try to figure out because some of the toilet seats were up and some of the toilet seats were down. So I had to try to figure out the ones that are up must be clean and the ones that are down are not. But then it was like every other one. So it was confusing to try to figure out which one to go to. They didn't have little reserve placards or anything.
Spin it on. Is the rain letting it up? Nope, it's still raining.
You do have to take your temperature before you get in. We have these nifty wristbands because we had pre-temperature checks, so then you don't have to do the check every single time, which is cool.
But that process is really quick. It takes less than 10 seconds. They check you, you're gone. I don't know if they have a separate area for people that register high temperature here. I didn't see one, but I assume they have one somewhere.
Yeah, it's not like Disney where they have like a little tent you can go to and cool down. It seems like if you fail, they just tell you to kick rocks.
But it's been a quick process. I was actually fairly well organized. Didn't really have any issues.
Just the whole people not taking it seriously sometimes. The temp check is an extra fee. Haha, no.
No.
Of course not.
All right, Jared. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. I'm glad you got to like stop by and see us and hang out at Universal for a little bit, but we got to hang out again soon.
Oh, but it's been a good time. It's different here. Being here honestly just makes me miss Disney more.
Me too. Like a lot.
There's just a lot of things. I mean, Universal is its own park. I like it.
To its own respect.
I'm definitely excited to come back here more days, but it just makes me miss everything Disney does.
For me, because when you go to Universal Studios Hollywood, not only are you on a legitimate movie lot, but you really get to like learn and dissect every little piece of how movies are made. And I really don't feel like that here at Orlando.
They were shooting a Volkswagen commercial.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not like Jim Carrey isn't going to come prank my tram on the backstage tour in Universal like they did for me in Hollywood. Like, it's just not going to happen.
With the announcement, I don't know if everybody heard, but the NBA season is going to pick up at Walt Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you'll probably see a lot more people walking around in Orlando than you normally do.
Is the pass worth it?
I don't know yet. Still on the fence about that.
I think some of the perks that they've been giving us to be pass holders is great. I think the preferred parking thing,
the 3 months
was
free,
cool, 3 months, which was cool. Like when I had a Universal Hollywood pass, it was buy a day get a year free, which is why I had one all the freaking time.
I mean, if you think about it already with the preferred parking we've already gotten, plus the discounts,
I think
it's probably already
itself.
it's already paid for a quarter of itself.
Yeah.
With just 2 days in the parks and parking. So
yeah,
even if we come like 3 more times, it's basically paid for itself.
And we also get express passes after 4, just included in our pass. So that's kind of cool.
That's like $80 to $90 a day.
And that's kind of like their fast pass system.
Right, and then there's a pass holder lounge.
Yeah, there's an AP lounge, which is really cute. It's sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Air conditioned. There's like places to charge your phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty chill.
I think it's funny though that Coca-Cola sponsors both Universal and Disney's. They just have a monopoly on all
theme park
things.
money.
Yeah.
Theme park money. Most definitely.
Most definitely.
But what's everybody been up to this week? Everybody.
Carrie-Ann, hi.
Hey, Carrie-Ann.
What's up? We're at Universal. In case since you missed it.
Yes. We're pass holders now. We made the jump finally after promising it like last fall.
I think you guys should do more ride reviews. What do you think? Let us live through you.
I mean...
So we can't do that at Universal.
Yeah, so Universal, almost every ride we've been on so far is an absolute no to filming, and I can't bring anything on.
Is Jaws happening?
I guess.
I see smoke behind us. I hear the music. Do you guys hear the music?
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but we have a pretty small camera bag to bring into the parks, and like it barely fits in the free lockers here. So like I gotta like shrink our day pack.
Oh, Carrie Ann, you brought up a good point. Harry Potter.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say that we had a discussion about this. Dang, Jaws, calm down.
I think it's just a water show right now. Daytime Lagoon show. Okay. Harry Potter?
Oh yeah. So Diagon Alley is like the Galaxy's Edge of Universal.
Yeah.
Whereas Hogsmeade is kind of like the Pandora.
I would say Hogsmeade's more on level with like Fantasyland. I feel like the immersion is better in Diagon Alley, but I feel like we're missing out on a lot because we didn't buy wands or anything like that.
We're gonna do that later. We'll do like a series of
Videos on that.
I'm not dressed for Harry Potter today.
Neither am I, obviously. But
Obviously.
we have plans to do that. But here, it seems all right. I mean,
And just to get out of the water.
It is loud. We're in a very weird area, so where we're sitting, there's like the normal Universal, like the Jaws stuff on this side. There's Simpsons in front of us, and then there's like
It's the night bus over there.
there's
Harry
a
Potter.
Hollywood Boulevard over here. So like we have music playing over here, music playing in front of
there's
us,
like 4 different
and music over
things.
here. We're just like in the middle of this hodgepodge of like tones. And
It's a
madness.
tone cluster.
It is.
For my AP.
This is
my,
the first
my music
place-
theory friends.
Damn, Jaws.
See, for me, I'm just thinking about the backlot tour because you go on the backlot tour Hollywood and Jaws just legit pops out of the water.
Yeah, Melissa, we don't know anything about it. Like we went in blind. We'll do the one experience. We're both big Harry Potter fans, so we'll probably end up doing it, and then we'll do a comparison of what we think. But like, I don't even know how much these ones cost yet. But
It seems like a lot.
But even if it's anywhere near what a lightsaber costs, it's already seemed like a lightsaber, even though it's not interactive with the land, is a much better deal than the wands are. We've seen people like trying to go around and play with them with different levels of success. It really seems like it would get old pretty quickly. And the data pad experience in Batu is free.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more in depth.
It is a lot like the data pad experience or Sorcerer's Apprentice in Magic Kingdom. I don't know though, we'll see. 50 to 60 euros.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Well, see, here's the thing, Melissa. We've been walking around and they have like little spend $75.
$175.
$175 and get a free non-interactive wand.
We're definitely gonna need a big
So we're thinking if you need an interactive one, it's got to be more than that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll find out.
I don't know.
We're definitely gonna do it. Like you said, even if we just get them for us, we're huge Harry Potter heads. We marathon Harry Potter like once a month with no shame. So we're definitely gonna go full in on that experience. It's just a matter of time right
Yeah.
now. We didn't come up with a plan this weekend. We wanted to devote all the time to that and not rush ourselves.
Yeah,
So
we're just trying to figure everything out, you know, the normal.
this is more of a scouting mission.
Yeah. Just been learning about Universal. Then more videos will come over time. Could be right about the interactive ones.
Yeah, they have the regular ones in the stores. They seem pretty cheap, but like the interactive ones when you go through like the show or whatever.
Didn't cost any more than $60. 50 points to Slytherin!
Okay. Well, $60 isn't bad.
No.
We'll probably both do that then.
Maybe it's just because they're giving you a free one because you're buying merch. I don't understand that deal. It doesn't seem like a deal to me, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We want to go to Ollivander's because right now, because of the social distancing, they only do one party at a time in there. So I feel like it'd be a really cool experience.
Yeah,
but
that's the problem right now. It's like in Diagon Alley because the stores are so small. Like there's lines for a lot of that stuff, even with it being a 25% capacity. Where we see most of the lines is one at Starbucks at the longest line, and then anything and anything Harry Potter has that line.
Why is this music still so freaking loud?
I don't know. That's a long water show. Is this still going off behind me?
It is.
Yeah.
I feel like we're at the Bellagio. Hey, Amy.
Thanks for joining. 50 points to Slytherin. We're puffs in this.
Puff pie.
We're Hufflepuffs in this chat. I'm sorry. We don't stand Slytherins here, but we'll allow you.
He's a Jedi and I'm a Sith, but we're still puffs. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked out. Yeah, it is ridiculously loud.
I think it's ending now.
We chose this spot because it was quiet. Was being the key word.
We sat here for like an hour before this live, too. What?
Yes, we don't stand Slytherins in this chat, but your family, so you can stay.
We stand Slytherin. I like Slytherin. I would love to be at the Bellagio. You know, nobody does a water show like the Bellagio
No, they don't.
does.
They really don't.
Okay,
There we go.
Now it's quiet.
Now I got my hearing back.
Thank goodness.
Oh, that was loud.
That was so loud. Keyword was.
Oh yeah, we ran into Resort TV yesterday. Actually.
Yeah, we ran into yesterday. We ran into quite a few people in the morning.
There was a lot of vloggers and YouTube content creators here yesterday. Got a couple people come up to us. Our first time at Universal, somebody came up to us.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I had this one little girl come
Cute
up
little
to me
baby
yesterday.
vegan.
She's like, "I'm a baby vegan." I was like, "Oh, I love you. Thank you so much for watching our channel."
It felt like a zombie Chris because it felt like I had a band sitting behind me. He's
know,
not
right?
gonna hear. It was super loud.
Well, if our video wasn't going to be copyrighted, it is
It
now.
is now, yeah. But I mean, the big, like, I guess this is where we would normally watch the show because there's huge speakers all around here that we didn't see.
Puff! Yay, Guardian Angels! Universal is just put on a private show for the two of you.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like legit nobody here. I think everybody's over at Islands of Adventure. Nothing but the best for Princess and the
I
Bear.
think
Aw.
I would be chosen to be in Gryffindor if that
I
was the
feel
case.
like you would be chosen.
You would definitely be a Slytherin.
I would probably have a Malfoy moment where like the Sorting Hat wouldn't even get on my head. It just go Slytherin.
100%.
But I mean, I'm evil, but I'm not that evil.
You're like
I'm not Voldemort evil.
not chaotic evil.
I do like some Bellatrix, though.
There you go.
I do. What
Now
else?
it's calming down. It's coming down.
Yeah, now the rain. It was supposed to be sunny for most of the day and then rain towards the end of the
And
day.
now it's just raining all
Now
day.
it's just been raining all day. It was all supposed to rain yesterday and it was hot AF yesterday. And then we were like, all right, let's go take a break, like a mass break in the car. We went to the car and left all the gear, the umbrellas and everything in the car. And then as soon as we came back into the park,
It started pouring down.
it
rain
started
again. We
pouring
got
down
soaked
rain.
last night.
Yeah, super soaked.
One thing that does suck is that right now the parks are closing super early because of
Is there
Orlando
curfew?
is still under curfew because of the protests. So we're missing out on a lot of things at night here strictly because of that.
I don't have to be evil to be Slytherin. I just have to be willing to do whatever I can to get what I want.
That sounds like a princess.
Yeah, I guess that's me.
Yes.
I'm not afraid to speak
Black
my
Panther.
opinion.
Thanks for stopping by. But
Hey,
yes,
Black Panther.
you have to rep for Gryffindor.
Black Panther started following me on Instagram and Twitter. So I've been getting some Black Panther love. Like Wakanda forever.
Yeah, we interact on Twitter. I usually run the Twitter and the Instagram,
Yeah.
and then she has her own
My personal
own
stuff.
personal page where she posts most of the food, and then we work together on the Facebook page, even though that's still mostly her.
And then we have two Facebook groups now. We
Yes.
have the Disney vegan and plant-based food group, and now we have a Universal vegan and plant-based food group.
For those of you who've been to Universal, I mean, we're still finding our way around here, but is there anything that you want us to review? Because honestly,
Yeah.
we don't even know where to start.
We're like so wet behind the ears. In your travels this weekend, were food service people wearing masks in backstage areas?
All of them.
Yes.
I have not, other than a couple of performers that were like socially distanced way back on a stage, I have not seen a single Universal cast member without a mask on.
And they will be very quick to stop you if your mask is even off your nose and tell you to cover your nose and your mouth. So they're very,
not even a pause.
very strict. And that's what kind of the thing I love about Universal. They can be total jerks. It's not Disney magic.
They have definitely.
So they'll be
yeah.
jerks.
They'll
and
definitely
they
walk
don't
right
care.
up to you. Family of 6, 18,
They
they
don't
don't really
care.
care. They will definitely take the
Hey
mask off.
Holly, we're glad you're here.
Hey.
We doing good. How you doing? We at Universal. We got the passes.
Yes. We decided to go ahead and do it. It just worked out because we were supposed to get these last fall, but we got so busy with the menu revamp at Disney that we never did
They
it.
started that in October.
Right.
They killed
So
it for us.
We held off on the passes.
And
so we
our
did it.
thing comes with like a free Halloween Horror Nights ticket. And you guys, I'm scared of Halloween Horror Nights. I used to go to Haunt at Knott's Berry Farm, And I swear that is like the scariest thing I've ever been to.
I know you can't record in most of the haunted houses, but if you want to see the princess get scared in some scared zones, leave some comments, and I will spend the rest of the year convincing her to do that.
I will scream my head off. I'm so gullible. Even on the Haunted Mansion, like I had friends at Disneyland, because I used to go 3-4 times a week at Disneyland. I'd go on the Haunted Mansion, the stretching elevator, and they knew how gullible I was. So when the lights came up at the end, sometimes they would come up behind me and just do random things each and every time to see how high I would jump. Because I would, even if I was expecting it, I would jump every single time. I'm just way too gullible for that.
As for you, I've seen they do have they have both a vegan and a vegetarian symbol on some of the menus, but it's a bit inconsistent right now.
Vegetarian based.
Because they're not handing out any menus right now. It's all app based, basically.
Yeah.
So you either do mobile ordering or they have a very limited menu, which hasn't had those symbols on there. So.
Greg's like, you're Slytherin and you're scared. SMA's more like a Hufflepuff. That's right, I'm a puff. What can I say?
So truffle fries at Cowfish, or to die for.
So we haven't been to Cowfish. The last couple of times we were at CityWalk before we got our passes, it was not open.
Yeah, I don't know if it's open.
I don't know if it's open either. But it seems to be that most everything here at Universal is now open. Well,
no, we definitely walk by more than a few places.
CityWalk, I should say. Not in the parks. The parks is like half closed, half open.
Yeah.
My chair is somewhat dry. So
Drier than mine.
Pull a bear and sit in a wet chair.
Very damp.
But yeah, it's been fun. This has been a fun little side adventure. I really never ever thought that we would be here.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Believe it or not.
And it's magical. Not as magical.
It's magical in its own way.
Even when I was getting up in the morning, it was like, I'm excited, but I'm not Disney excited.
To me, Universal Studios is what Hollywood Studios should be. As far as the layout of everything, not the sort of immersion of the IPs.
Yeah, the transitions from one land to the other is kind of meh. Now all you have to do is move. I know, right? Oh my gosh.
We're thinking about it. We'll see.
We're definitely looking. It's so hard to find a place to live in Orlando.
Yes.
We'll get there though.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
Now that we have passes, there's really no reason not to move here.
See
all right,
ya,
radicals.
Holly.
You guys be safe.
Hope to see you next trip.
But yes, it's been a fun day here. I don't know what we're doing next. Oh, our food reservation.
We're going to. Don't forget to give this video a like.
Yes. It still applies. If this video gets 30 likes, I will wear some sort of headdressing here at the park.
Some sort of headdressing?
Some sort of headdressing. I don't know.
Maybe you should wear ears to Universal.
I might.
I mean, they had ears to Universal?
They had some Hello Kitty ears. I'll wear those. This gets 30
those
likes.
Were so cute. They had little Hello Kitty cat ears, and then they had a create your own bow for the cat ears. There was all these different types of bows you could do. Super cute.
And there's the Ramsey headdress. I want to put that on. So the Mummy ride, you go out. There's a Ramsey's headdress.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Smash the like button. Yeah.
Can you believe it? Actually, I'm kind of in shock.
You've never been to Universal and on the way? Okay, this needs to happen. Did you both get a shark bite over it? Okay, so the San Fran is not open.
Yes.
That whole section is closed.
Right. I think the burger joint is open, but everything else over there is closed.
Yeah, and the burger joint's only open at certain periods of times. What is your level of adrenaline, the rides you wouldn't do? I'm sure Bear's high with the... So Bear tried to go on Hagrid, and he did not fit.
I would not fit.
So
they have body shame me into losing weight.
Yeah, legit. What's cool is that before you go on... Because, the Mummy was kind of embarrassing for him because they had to, push really hard. And after that, we were like, all right, let's go. They have, tester cars that you can do before you go wait in the line. So we would sit Bear in there, and there was usually an employee there to help him to, and there was, colors on the restraints so you could see what wouldn't work, what would work. And just
none of the Harry
Potter rides.
I have a question. And as for adrenaline-wise, what I won't do, the only thing here that I won't do, which is actually still here from the last time I went, is that Doctor Doom free fall. Not gonna
I
happen.
will do all of them. I love it. I will jump out of an airplane. Like, I'm an adrenaline junkie. I just, I can't. I have an injury that makes it so I can't actually.
The
do
testers
that
are in
stuff
different
anymore.
spot. They're basically out at the ride entrance, but they're usually like off in a corner. But like they're definitely testing the ride right in front of the line, so they do see you.
Bears aren't supposed to be small. I know. It's something about the Harry Potter. Like,
The way
you
the
have
rides
to
are set
be
up.
this British to ride. I don't know.
So, motivation then.
If you do lose weight, Bear felt the same pains when we went to Knott's Berry Farm. Unfortunately, worse than that. They were trying to be nice to you, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how scary were some of the rides? I'm gonna say 0. 0 scary. But I feel like a lot of the things.
No, I have no problem with Flight of Passage.
Yes.
They
The
sometimes.
last time we were on Flight of Passage, the cast members struggled with you for a good 2 minutes, squishing you into the thing when Evan Taylor was with us. They were squishing you into it as hard as possible, and she put her whole body into it until it finally shut. But he has trouble with Pandora with Flight of Passage, but he can still fit.
Yeah.
He can't fit in any of the rides.
I tried the Hogwarts seat. That was out of the question. It's like putting you in like a box. That was
How
not
do you
working.
even clean that when you have like blinders on either side? But I got to ride all the rides. I loved Hagrid's. It was a little weird. I also got to go on Gringotts. Gringotts was cool, but the only thing I didn't like about it is the fact that it's like ride and then show, and then ride and then show. So it really like pulls you in and out of the immersion of the ride, and I didn't really care for that.
But, oh well, I lose weight now. Whatever.
Seems weird the newer rides are small. Yeah, especially since the average American is
Larger.
overweight. I'm surprised that they are not accommodating larger people. But if it's Rowling that dictated that,
Yeah, she's gonna rub it in. That's just what she does.
well, Princess is gonna what? What am I gonna rub?
Rub
in?
it, me not
that I
fitting.
got to go on the rides and you couldn't. I'm gonna be on that train with you too, brother. Oh yeah. But you can go on Flight of the Hippogriff.
Yeah, that was.
It's like Barnstormer.
Yeah, basically. I had to have a whole cart to myself.
Yeah, we were trying to sit together, and the employee looks at us and goes,
You might want a separate cart.
You should probably get your own. I'm like, okay, fine.
But either way, it's been a fun day still. I've been able to still enjoy myself. We went on a couple of things. We went on Kong and
Yeah, Kong, from what our friends was telling us, like they hide employees in there and stuff. And if the employees were actually in the line to scare you, I would have probably jumped.
I imagine Japan rides will suck more. So
Yeah, poor Bear, when we go to Japan, is going to be body shamed so hardcore. It's going to be like, why did we even pay admission for these places? I know I'm going to be feeling fat going and trying to shop for stuff in Japan. Skirts only. You couldn't get into Space Mountain when you were 10? That's sad. I'm sorry. It's really sad that they do stuff like that. And like, yeah, like Knott's, like I said, was just really bad for you too.
oh, the testers are off to the side and hidden. Well, I guess I'm going on like an extreme theme park diet for the next 8 months.
You are not going on a diet.
You tell me.
We said
Don't
we were
shame
trying
me.
to diet the whole time during quarantine and you didn't gain or lose weight.
Yeah, because I eat half of your food because you don't eat it. Every time I get a portion, you're like, boom, there's the rest of my food.
Hey Taylor!
Hey, Taylor.
Listen, she barely fits on some of the Tokyo rides.
Well, it's okay. It's time for a theme
Yeah,
park
you
diet.
gotta lose like 100 pounds.
I'll track it and put it on my Instagram. How about that?
You're not gonna do it. Taylor, we miss you immensely. I gained the COVID-19. Yeah, it's like that's
COVID pounds.
COVID pounds.
I've definitely
19.
gained some of those myself.
I definitely, yeah. Oh, and this is your
At
perfect.
least somebody likes me. You're so rude.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry
you're not.
Harry Potter doesn't like you.
We haven't ridden Fast and the Furious. We haven't heard great things. We're not really like excited to ride it.
Yeah.
We probably will eventually, but
there's two things.
We miss you too,
miss you
Taylor.
too. There's two things that I feel like Universal does a lot. Screened-in rides and circles when you're on the ride. I don't understand that. But even like Men in Black, you're just like, woo, weirdness.
Men in Black was about as lame as I remember it being.
Super lame. super lame. But
Love
ET,
you too, Nerd on the Whim.
ET is the best. Like
ET was fun. I actually like ET a lot.
I have really fond memories of ET because when I was 8, that was the last time I was here. I came with my grandma.
That last room was a little bit creepy though.
No, it's part of the story. But when I came with my grandma, we went on the ET ride. It was super long line. They gave you like these little cards because it was sponsored by AT&T at the time. So you put your name on the card and like hand it to the employee, and at the end of the ride, ET would say your name. Thank you for saving me, whatever. So I wanted to keep the card, so I did. And then at the end of the ride, ET didn't say my name, and I got so mad I made my grandma go on the ride with me again so that he could say my name and I could still keep the card. And I feel like that was probably like 3 hours of our life that day.
There's no Waterworld show here.
No, the Waterworld show is at Universal Hollywood, and I've seen it a bazillion times. It's kind of cool, like the first time that you see it, because it's like water effects and fire effects, and it's a cool like stage. The music like reminds you of that horrible movie. That show is still there actually, but it's.
I mean, I like Waterworld.
It reminds me of that Hollywood Studios show, that Lights, Camera, Action. Stunt show, but instead of like on the street, it's in the water. So you still have like a chopper come in and all that stuff, like stuff getting set on fire.
But yeah, all the major rides, you get to do a virtual queue, and we've been able to get those in the app no problem, even with the crowds. So we didn't think we were gonna get a Hagrid because what we've heard is that Hagrid is one of the hardest rides to get a virtual queue for, but we got that fairly easy. I think we even rescheduled it once yesterday without any problems.
Which was kind of cool because the employee there, we stopped and was like, we were like, hey, we have this virtual queue thing, which they call a return time, which is a DAS thing for us for Disney. So we got a little confused with that. So return time, and because he didn't fit in the little like tester thing, she just let us walk right through the ride. So that was cool. To not have to wait in a longer line than we would have had to. But that ride was fun. I wouldn't say it's the best coaster in Orlando, but it's still fun.
But yes, you do ride bicycles in ET, right? Like a fake bicycle.
Yeah.
There's no pedals.
There's no pedals.
But they make it seem like you're riding a bike through the ET seat.
And if you sit in the front seat, I think it's the best part of the ET ride, because then you have ET in a little basket and he like pops up at the right points.
So right now, Greg, we're on our phones for the live stream.
We're on his phone.
Right. But we've been using the kit lens, the 16 to 50, and then I have the 18 to 104 that we're using today, but just to take pictures. We had the Sigma 16 yesterday. But the lockers here are really small. They barely fit my Peak Design bag, so I'm going to bring a smaller bag and probably like almost no gear for the next trip.
I swear Bear has more bags than I do.
They do have a lot. But now I'm in another one because I need something to fit in this Universal.
Yeah, the lockers here are super tiny, and like Universal doesn't really believe in allowing you to take bags on the ride. And even if they do let you take bags, there's no like front little pockety thing that you're used to at Disney, so you just kind of have to hold it. So for the most part, I'm holding the bag, and Bear is just sitting because, you know, he's a bear, and the lap bar would be shared. So I got extra room, so I don't fly. I hold the stuff.
It hasn't really been, lap bar hasn't really been a problem for me.
Yeah, well, the lap bar stuff, but like any of like the pullover stuff or the pull down stuff. What was it? The Gringotts. Your butt like sinks like that, so you're like sitting like that almost, like your butt is here and then your legs come down. And I'm 5'7", and my feet were dangling on that ride.
In a lot of cases for the rides that we've been on, the locker wait has been longer than the ride wait.
It's craziness, absolute craziness.
No, you can't for the stuff. Like, you can get the all-day lockers. They're like book bag size for $10 a day.
That's too much money. $10 a day.
But they're at the front of the park, so you have to like walk back and forth.
No.
But then like the tiny, like the free locker is like, it's like fanny pack size.
It's
almost.
like this big. It's like a
mail slot.
Mail slot size for sure. It's,
If I just brought the camera and the one lens and like a GoPro, we probably would be fine. But I need a smaller bag.
I also learned if you're gonna ride rides all day, do not wear jewelry. Like, I had to hand sanitize my jewelry so much that I feel like it's gonna tarnish. I'm gonna have to do some deep cleaning with it when we get back to the house. But yeah, we're not riding as many rides today, so I decided to wear my jewelry, but definitely something you want to be cognizant of. Do not wear jewelry in COVID times.
We're learning a lot, definitely.
Yeah, we really are.
It's definitely not Disney. It's definitely different.
I feel like we're the guinea pigs. I feel like potentially we've been exposed this weekend, considering the not cleaning the ride vehicles.
I think we're fine.
Just because, like, my sweaty back went up against some of those vehicles. I'm, hypersensitive about that. But we'll see in 2 weeks.
No, we do not live close to the parks. We live about 3 hours
2-hour drive away. But we're aiming to be closer at some point.
But the crowd levels are fairly light today. They're not really bad. Everything's basically been a walk on. The longest stuff, obviously, is the Harry Potter stuff.
And today I haven't heard of them refusing admission. Yesterday they refused admission at about 11 o'clock. But then they opened it back up rather quickly because it started to get overcast. People started leaving.
I know that you can get us there in 45 minutes, Nicole, but I want to live.
I know, right? 45 minutes. Maybe on your motorcycle.
I mean,
don't know about the car.
She kind of has a heavy foot.
Does she?
Yes.
Nicole, you can drive from
Everybody
Jax to Orlando
is afraid
in 45
to ride
minutes.
with Nicole.
I want to drive with you, Nicole. I need that supersonic speed. You guys are dedicated to. Well,
we couldn't do this if we
are.
weren't dedicated. Honestly,
it's true.
It's a lot of work.
We made a commitment to do 5 videos a week, and it is a very challenging commitment to keep sometimes, but we are sticking to it. And we, over time, I've in hindsight, of course, because hindsight is always 2020. I have appreciated the fact that we've stuck to our schedule now more than ever. So yeah, we'll keep it with the 5 videos a week, but I don't think we're gonna go more than 5. That's already
we're probably, now that the parks are reopening and we have so much more to do, we're probably gonna cut back on the live streams. Probably won't be every week.
Yes. Next week we're gonna be back for a friend's birthday on Saturday, so we won't be living next week.
But we'll keep you guys updated. We'll probably try to at least commit to 1 a month, at the very least. But if we do them more frequently, we'll keep you guys updated on the community tab. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Hit that like button. Go now, we'll wait. That's right. Woo! That's like my Instagram. I put that. Go watch our video. Go now, I'll wait. We love your videos so much that I miss you guys on Fridays and Sundays.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had somebody ask if we would do videos 7 days a week.
We had a few people ask, but 7 days is just way. We need a break sometimes.
5 days a week is already more than our regular jobs. As far as commitment and time.
If we didn't have full-time jobs outside of the YouTube life, I think we could probably do 7 days a week.
But that is a grind.
With the full-time jobs on top of that, and just normal life stuff, 5 is the max for us right now.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with the food remakes during quarantine. It was just a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. Filming that it's a lot easier for us to film this, not that we want to take the easy route, but
our house isn't really set up to do food reviews, so we had to do a lot of rigging and then figuring out those recipes when there wasn't online. It's definitely a fun thing to do, and we'll still probably do occasional cooking videos on any regular schedule.
When before quarantine started, for 2020, our goal was we're gonna do at least 1 cooking video a month. My goal was to actually make that the last video of each month, and I think we're gonna stick to that still. We have some previously filmed cooking videos that we still haven't posted yet. We're gonna keep pushing those out probably because we have all this park content, but we should still have a cooking video at least once a month, and it'll probably still be the last day of each month.
There, will you wear ears in the parks if you get X amount of likes before they open? Why not?
X amount of likes is what? What's the X?
I don't know.
What's the X?
Ooh.
Right now it's been 30. That's our sweet spot.
30?
We've been saying 30 for the last 4 weeks at least.
I'm trying to think which video. I don't know. We'll definitely have a goal, but give me time to think of a goal, and we'll set one. We'll give you guys time.
Bear needs time to think about that.
I
X
do.
is 1. Melissa, I love you.
1 like in 1 year, maybe it's possible.
We're gonna have 13 likes on this video, so you're already hosed.
If this video gets 40 likes, I will wear a set of ears to opening day of Disney, if we get there.
Disney ears or just any ears?
Disney ears or Disney ears.
You only need 9 more, everybody. Yo, I'm starting to sweat like hardcore now that the rain stopped.
Yeah, it's starting to get a lot warmer. The rain stopped, the weather's coming back, but for now it stopped.
I don't do t-shirts very often just because of like it traps more heat. And I thought it would be a t-shirt day, but now I'm kind of regretting the t-shirt.
It was cold this morning with the rain.
It was.
And now it's starting to get very humid and muggy.
Yeah, the normal Florida stuff.
Yeah.
7. Well, look at that. Now we're at 23, just like that. Oh wait, no, that says 23. Oh, 23 people on.
14 lights.
How many for him to go to CityWalk with just boots and a helmet? He'd probably
Not
get
enough
banned.
lights. I'll probably get banned. 100%.
Would be great though. Oh, I got it. Boots, a helmet, and then you wear a bear onesie.
No.
Like one of those like
No, it's too hot in Florida for that outside. Not enough lights in the world for that.
a bear. What's the word? Romper. A bear romper. I don't even think Bear could fit in a romper if he tried.
You never know. It's possible. They make different size rompers.
Oh, it feels good to be out here though. It feels good to be outside instead
Yes.
of like cooped up in the house.
As soon as these curfews go away, everything will be perfect.
Yeah. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the curfews just because
getting old really
I
quick.
feel like it stifles freedom of speech, but that's a whole other conversation.
I need your clothes, your
Boots and your motorcycle.
Alright.
He actually
Eventually.
sold his motorcycle. He's motorcycleless at the present,
Alright.
unless he borrows a friend's motorcycle. But he still has all his gear.
Yep, I do. Not enough gear at that.
No, still got like what, 2 helmets, 3 helmets, couple
2 helmets. I gave my gloves to my brother.
gloves. His
That's
brother
up
bought a
2
bike,
jackets.
so if he wants to ride, he'll just use his brother's bike. If his brother's like out on assignment or on deployment or something, he'll ride his brother's motorcycle, make sure it's still
Working condition and
working.
whatnot.
Yeah. Whew. Dying.
You're not dying. It's not even that. It's not even peak summer yet.
Dying. Yeah, I don't know what the mask life is gonna be like come like July. It's already hot and difficult.
You're gonna deal with it, and you're gonna like
I'm
it.
gonna deal and I'm gonna like it because you know it's better than being part T2.
T2 reference.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna need your
T2.
clothes.
I'm gonna need you. Yes.
I want to go watch T2, a
Hasta
Terminator
la
marathon
vista.
now.
I want a Terminator. Well, don't you stop. I stopped at Terminator 2 because like all the other ones are not great. Even the new James Cameron version. Oh, what are the drink prices like versus Disney? Cheaper. Okay, the food is cheaper.
The drinks are the
The
same
drinks
price.
are about the same price. Some I feel like are a little more expensive. Like these drinks that we got were about $17 a person.
buck.
With tip was like 20-ish, 25.
Is the Jesus theme park open? I have no idea.
The Jesus theme park was that the Holy Land experience?
Yes. I don't know.
I heard that they filed for bankruptcy
Do you
or something.
Do you do relationship advice?
Relationship advice. Relationship advice is live your best life. Whatever that is, live that life. No, we don't really give relationship advice. We're not,
We're not life coaches.
we're the super open-minded, like just do everything type people.
T2 is the greatest movies ever made. I don't know. I still prefer the original Terminator to T2.
I do not. I just disagree with that super hardcore. T2 or nothing.
I prefer
I
that.
do miss T2 4D because the Super Lady was like my favorite. Did you ever go on that ride?
Once.
When she do you remember the Super Lady?
No.
Because she'd be like, I need everybody to stand in line, okay? Super. Just like everything, even if like everything was going wrong, she'd be like, okay, it's super. I like the Super Lady. Whatevs. That's old school stuff. I love old school Universal, but all I can compare is to Hollywood. So.
But eventually we'll have a third park. It'll be mostly monster stuff. It'll be an arm monster.
That park has been
Delayed.
until
knows how
further
long.
notice because of it. Well, because like they need to, the city of Orlando has to finish a specific street before Universal will be able to like open their park, and since that's been delayed and all this other stuff has been delayed, so is their
I mean,
other
they're
one.
still clearing ground.
She annoyed me. Yes, Black Panther, that's the point. She was supposed to be annoying to the point where it got really funny, and that's why I liked her, because that's how I am. I'm super annoying, and I think I'm funny.
She does think she's funny. Where should we eat here? Where do you guys think we should eat?
Yeah, well, I mean, a
what
lot of
restaurants?
stuff isn't open, but whatever you guys suggest, as soon as it does open, we are there.
Comments. Let us know.
I really wanted to go to the Monster Cafe, especially since, I'm themed for it.
Remember jackfruit sandwiches
They,
opening, but
yeah,
they haven't been open.
they haven't been open. Eventually we'll go there. I want to do the Monster Mash. I feel like the classic horror movies are not accurately represented in this park like they are in
No, I know.
Hollywood. Like, at least in Hollywood, you got to interact. Like, Frankenstein would come up to your tram, the backlot tour and stuff. Like, you don't get that here.
I definitely want to go in Moe's when we get time.
Oh, yeah, I totally want to try a Flaming Moe's. Like, I love The Simpsons. I quote The Simpsons all the time. Not as much as I quote South Park. But, yeah, I love The Simpsons. I love go to Moe's. None of this stuff was here when I was here, so. And I didn't drink back then either. Drinking is like a newish concept for me. Monster makeup show is fun. Yeah, haven't been to that either. It's not open. Does anybody remember Spider-Man Rocks? Because I missed that show. I don't even know if that was here in Orlando, if it was just a Hollywood thing, but
It sounds scary.
I like Spider-Man
The
Rocks.
Spider-Man rock show.
And the Beetlejuice show. Like, Beetlejuice used to have his own show too.
Yeah, you saw Beetlejuice yesterday. He didn't recognize you.
Yeah, I was dressed Beetlejuice yesterday, and he did not.
It's
did
been
not
funny,
know
like
who
all
I
the characters
was.
have been out with masks on.
And Hello Kitty was even out. Like, they had the floats out too, but like they weren't doing parades. They were just having the characters
Single
in the
floats.
floats, which I think is cool since like Disney is not going to have character meet and greets, not even like this, I don't think. So it's kind of nice to at least have some sort of interaction. I did notice too, like at Disney Springs, they don't have entertainment,
No, I know.
and Universal does.
Yes.
So even CityWalk has had entertainment since like 2-3 weeks ago. So I miss Disaster.
F&F
F&F
is
doesn't
not
compare.
there. Yeah, we
Yeah.
that's on the list, but it's low on the list of things for us to ride.
I never went on Disaster. I feel like there was parts of the backlot tour at Hollywood, Universal Hollywood, that had elements of what they developed into rides here at Universal. So that's kind of different for me. Like the Jaws thing, the earthquake thing, the King Kong thing. That was all in the backlot tour. And here they're like individual rides. I did not see Backdraft here. Is there no Backdraft? Was there ever a Backdraft?
I wouldn't know.
Backdraft is still at Universal Hollywood. I thought that was like a staple experience. Do you even know what Backdraft is?
I haven't seen the movie.
It's based off the movie. So
I
you
figured
go
that
in like
much,
a
yeah.
controlled fire scenario, and they start with the smoke, and the smoke comes in and out, and then all of a sudden things catch fire.
Not where they were.
Okay. Never was in Orlando. Okay. See, these are the things I don't know because I'm just walking around comparing everything to Hollywood. Backdraft is amazing. Yeah, Backdraft is super fun. Ghostbusters were at Hollywood also. They did this show like the Blues Brothers. We didn't get to see the Blues Brothers.
Yeah, their little car
That
show,
was
and they're
cool.
singing yesterday.
They had like
were out.
masks. That was interesting. We saw Marilyn. Betty Boop was out today. She did not have a mask, but her
No.
escorts did, which was
Yes.
cool.
The
But
cast
yeah.
member is keeping you away so you can't get anywhere close. I remember Twister. I rode Twister.
We didn't have Twister in Hollywood, so I never got to experience Twister. But yeah, maybe Twister was like the answer to Backdraft. So you had Backdraft at one and Twister at the other.
Possible.
Yeah, it was. Do you get Fiona? Yeah, Fiona and Shrek were actually out yesterday,
Yep,
but
and Donkey.
I think they were only out because there was a few news teams that were here yesterday as well, covering the opening of Universal.
They've had the characters out. They're just usually out in like a box, and they have cast members keep you away from them.
Mhm.
And then they like the penguins are out, but they were behind a fence.
Madagascar penguins were
Yes.
cool. The Scoob and the gang were out as well.
They all had masks
They
on.
all had masks on. They had their own little stage. That was cool too.
Yeah, they had the social distancing, couldn't get near the stage.
Yeah, all of the performers were also socially distant, which
Yes.
was really cool to see. They have their own respective colored masks for the scuba and the gang
Yep.
as well.
Oh, color matching.
Yeah, somewhat color matching. So yeah, that was cool. Definitely cool.
There's definitely a lot more for us to do here.
Yes, I would agree.
We're
At
going to
least
dig
for
into
now.
that just a little bit at a time.
Yep.
We definitely have not gotten the full thing in 2 days.
No.
But then the parks are closing early too, so that's part of the
Yeah,
problem.
so we can't, like, we could have stayed until 10, but because of the curfew, we can
They're
only
open
stay
till
till 7.
They were open till 7 last
The
night.
park, the CityWalk's open till 7. The park's
8.
Oh, 8 now?
It's open till 8. You just can't
Because
get in
curfew
after
was
7.
at 8. Do you see the troll that farts glitter? Have not seen the trolls out at all, but
stage is up.
stage is up, so
They've not
I'm
been in
sure
until-
that they will have that out at some point. They just
They have a whole big
it's
area for
limited
them.
right now. And I'm sure that Universal's also trying to like just test the waters and see what's gonna work, what's not gonna work right now while they're figuring out this whole COVID theme park reopening thing. Yes, Orlando does still have a curfew, unfortunately.
Their curfew's
It's
at
an
8.
indefinite curfew.
It's been rough because like when you leave the
or
parks,
until further notice.
like you have like 45 minutes to an hour to get food.
Yeah.
And then like everything closes.
Yeah.
So if you're
host.
staying in a hotel down here, you got to get your food. You got to plan to get your food early. You're
Yeah.
just not gonna have any food.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we had definitely planned for that, which was
Walgreens closed,
interesting.
KFC closed, all the restaurants
Everything,
closed.
fast food, like everything's closed.
Yeah. But we're getting hungry.
Yeah, Jax.
It's weird
doesn't-
Jax doesn't have one.
Jax
but it
had it
lasted
for a day.
Literally lasted a day. I thought they'd be the worst. One of the worst.
Yeah, but nope.
No?
Nope.
Orlando, apparently. Orlando, Miami.
Yeah.
But we are going to go ahead and get out to our food reservation.
Yes, you'll
We
see a video soon.
appreciate you guys stopping by to hang out with us.
Yes.
Put up those comments. Let us know what you want us to do at Universal. Things we need to experience.
Smash
things we
that
need to eat.
like button.
Smash the like button. Things we need to review. And remember that we have new content.
5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
And we will see you soon.
Be sure to
Thanks
subscribe,
for
you
stopping by,
guys.
everybody.
We
Bye,
love
Melissa.
you. Love you much. Love is universal.
Yes, it is.
We miss you. Ah, yeah.